The number 5 was Mankato on the list here. So here is Mankato. That is definitely why it is, reasonable living, but you can see what I'm talking about. From it's a good, 65 miles away. So it is it's a college town, but it's very reasonable. But if you don't mind, or maybe you are moving in the Mankato area, it's a college town. Maybe you got a job in the Mankato area. So I definitely do want to, bring Mankato onto the list. But Mankato is beautiful, you guys. You can check out the waterfalls there, about 44,000 people there, but there's always a joke because as soon as the school year kicks off, it feels like the population just grew by another 100,000. But Mankato's a beautiful area. Look at the waterfalls there. Isn't that beautiful? It's a gorgeous area there. So that is Mankato for you. The next one on the list at number 4, like I was saying, is a little bit closer to home here. It's going to be it's Woodbury. Woodbury's right there, so we don't even have to jump. Let's go to Woodbury. A little closer to the Twin Cities, obviously, as you see here. Covers a lot of area. You can see Woodbury definitely has some nice houses over there. It's a newer construction. If you're looking for new construction, definitely let's talk about that. My contact info is in the bio there. But Woodbury is a gorgeous place, about 75,000 people. You can kind of get a feel of Woodbury here by looking at that is Minnesota for you. So if you're moving from the south where you have no snow, get ready for snow. Give you an idea. Woodbury gets a lot of snow. So that's Woodbury for you. So Woodbury might be a little bit more unreasonable, commute for you, but it's on the list. And that's what's nice about it is that, it's so close to the Twin Cities here. So you got Hastings, and Hastings is not too far from here as well. So we're going to just jump over what I call Superman jump here. Hastings, Minnesota. We're just going to go down a little. Right by the river. Here's Woodbury. Cottage Grove is another great place, but Hastings is right here. If you like that river bluffs, small town atmosphere, 22,000 people. It's right next to the Mississippi St. Croix River. It still has that small town atmosphere, as you can see here, as in, old historic Hastings and Main Street. Tons of walking trails, in Hastings. Very affordable living. Oh, look at those turtles just enjoying the sun out there. But that is Hastings right there. So that's not too bad. From Hastings to Minneapolis here, I'll just kind of show you the distance. It's not far. I mean, from St. Paul, it's 17 minutes. It's about 25 minutes or 25 miles. That's not too bad. It's a short commute if you're living or working in the Minneapolis area, but a lot of people have jobs down there, a lot of industrial jobs in Hastings. And then you got Owatonna for number 2 on the list here. And we're just going to teleport over to Owatonna. We're going to go south again, a little bit further out. you'll see, now this is a distance here, but if you're really trying to not live in the city, we're talking about 60 miles here, very rural community area. You might want to consider a USDA loan, one of the best loans out there. So let's talk about that, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. The USDA loans is basically a rural loan where they can give you assistance for the down payment. They cover your down payment. I mean, what's better than that? So that's what's going on there. And then, of course, Rochester, we're going to be in almost the same area here. We can just find Rochester right here. So we're just going to go straight across. This is where the Mayo is. And they do have a great population of, 200,000. But you got to remember with Rochester, this is the whole area here. And Rochester is a good hour, to the Twin Cities here. So I kind of show you what that looks like. I mean, it might not look like a long distance, but kind of just, 73 miles if you're going to be, downtown, but maybe you're working in some of these first ring suburbs here, over here. So maybe only an hour's travel, get a lot of money or a lot of house for that money. But let's dive into Rochester and I'll show you what the downtown area is. It's a mini little city down there. You can see. It's its own, mini little city in Rochester, but still has that historic small town feel. And then the bonus one that I wanted to cover is St. Cloud. And St. Cloud is a major college area, and that is going to be right up here. So, one reason I wanted to bring up St. Cloud is you might want to live in St. Cloud because a lot of people live in this area right here in St. Cloud where this Becker is, this Monticello area is, and then they commute to right about here, this Maple Grove area, or maybe they even go all the way down here. So this is about, an hour's travel as well. But St. Cloud is great. You get a lot of house from the money. Major college town here. You got the beautiful river. Campus, St. Cloud State University, is roughly about here. And they got an unbelievable rose garden up there in St. Cloud. That's why they're showcasing this. Tons of trails up there. Wild turkeys. Gotta love those wild turkeys. But yeah, St. Cloud is definitely another, area. So I've done videos on Maple Grove, Bloomington. I've done videos on the first ring of Minneapolis here, the cheapest neighborhoods. I've done tons of videos. So check out my videos. And if you need help finding a home, I'm a local realtor. My contact info is in the bio. Let make this happen. You can email me, text me, call me, whatever works easiest, or fill out the form and let's start talking to make a smooth transition. If you need to do a virtual tour, I'll do that for you too. So Eric Olson, local realtor here in the Twin Cities.